getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates, let me tell y'all something. So, while I was sitting here watching this episode, I noticed the menu at Orphe Jeans. Um, they charge $4 for juice at Orphe Jeans. I was like, oh, so you need a whole loan to eat over there. Now you got to take out a whole second mortgage to eat at Orphe Jeans. How y'all charging $4 for juice? Like, is it a cup? Is it a picture? I'm just saying, because I mean, if you're charging $4 for some juice, it should be an old container, like a big old, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you go to the Chinese like the Chinese place, and they be having their own homemade sweet tea and lemonade, but they got the nice little thick container. That would probably warrant that price, maybe. But damn, $4 for juice. Oh, I could stay home and make my own little Kool-Aid. I said, damn, Orphe G, y'all trying to get y'all money. I ain't mad at it, because they do got a lot of rich people that go there, so I don't blame them for their price point. Naomi, listen, I'm at my wit's end with this, because I just feel like she need to drop these little thirst bucket ass clients of hers. I would drop them hoes. I'm just saying, like, they are horrible clients. Horrible. They do not listen to their lawyer at all. And Naomi seems like a very smart, formidable, competent attorney. I wouldn't let them mess with my reputation. I'm sorry. Because if I got a very good reputation as a civil attorney, I would not let them trample with that. Absolutely not. I wouldn't let them mess with that. And that's all they doing. Because these birds don't listen. Okay, they too thirsty for a check. Like, you see their eyes light up over that little $1 million. And, you know, like, $1 million is a lot of money. But in today's world, after Uncle Sam get his cut, it ain't a lot. So, I'm just saying, I would drop them. Immediately. I would drop them. I would drop them expeditiously, because they don't freaking listen. Like, you sitting over here with Haley, talking with her. I'm like, get out that booth and go home. Why are you sitting with her? She works for the damn firm that you're suing. Stop sitting with her. Not only does she work for the firm, she's the wife of the founder of the firm. Get your tail up and go home, please and thank you. That right there would have made me drop them as a client. You're not gonna trifle with my name as your attorney. You're not gonna do it. Nope. Because Haley just, you know, she don't care about them, and that's what Becky need to understand. She don't care about you. Y'all not friends. She's trying to save the firm because she's ultimately trying to save her piggy bank. Because let's be for real, if that firm loses this case and it's enough to make them lose clients or they go under, that's the end of her limitless black card. She ain't gonna have no more limitless black credit card. Ain't gonna be no more of that. You know what I mean? Her lifestyle ain't gonna be as cushy without that income coming in that Bill be making. So let's be for real here. She trying to save that firm and trying to save her behind. That's all it is. And Becky and the rest of them need to get it together, because they hounded Naomi to be their lawyer. Let her be your lawyer. Listen to your attorney. What are y'all paying her for? And technically, y'all not even paying her until this is over anyway. So listen to what she's telling you, because they are working my damn nerve at this point. I'm like, y'all are some hard-headed hoes. I'm just saying. Just way too hard-headed. So anyway, moving on from that. I don't know what to make of Bill, because at first I was thinking maybe Bill could have been lying about, you know, his little symptoms, because his hand was going numb. I was like, maybe that's a tactic of his. But the way his facial expression was after Naomi left looked like it probably could have been real. But you never know with him, because Bill is a straight up snake. Like, he's a straight snake. Like, you can't trust nothing that come out his mouth. But I agree with Bill when he was talking to Haley. I totally get where he was coming from, because how is it that he can, you know, she can sit there and try to help him with his problems, but he can't help with hers? That's so stupid. And my thing is this: if she don't want his help, then stop running to him, bitching and complaining every minute about the people at the country club. Oh, they won't accept me. Oh, they won't this. This person won't accept me. But yet when he tries to jump in and help and rectify that, you keep telling him, no, don't do that. Then stop running to him then. Stop whining about it. And I feel like if Bill wants to make things right with his daughters, Haley need to go sit down somewhere. Haley is not helping this situation at all. This lawsuit, she's not helping by sitting here having a conversation with Becky. That's not helping. running up on Chelsea, trying to talk to Chelsea, talking to Naomi. None of this stuff is going to help Bill at all. It's hurting more than it's helping. Like, his children don't like you. Stop walking up trying to plead Bill's case and trying to get them to forgive their dad and be in their dad's life. And at the end of the day, they have to want to do that when they're ready. Bill can't force it. Haley can't force it. Danny can't force it. Nobody can force it. It has to be on their terms, on their time, not nobody else's. And I am glad that Chelsea went to go see her dad and stuff like that, because I feel like Chelsea probably would forgive him probably a bit quicker than Naomi would. You know, I could see that Naomi and Chelsea obviously still love their dad and he loves them. But as long as Haley keeps being in the middle of things and keep popping up, coming around, it's going to continue to derail that relationship. That's what's going to happen. But I am glad that Danny called him to let him know, like, listen, you need to make this right. Like, you need to, fix stuff with Naomi, fix stuff with both of them. It's just going to be hard to do. It's not going to be easy. All Bill can do is continue to try to reach out and talk with them. He can't force them. Nobody can force it. I get where Danny was coming from when she was talking to Naomi about it, because she basically wanted Naomi to kind of let this go. Her hate for her dad. She wanted, to cease. And Naomi wasn't here for it. Because Naomi's still very much angry with her father. But I get where Danny coming from. Danny, as much as she would love for Naomi to burn Bill's life to the ground, that's the scorned ex-wife in her. But the mother in her wants to see her kids continue to be close to their dad. You know what I mean? Get back right with their father. And I respect that. I do. But again, you can't force it. You got to let it be. They have to do it on their time, when they're ready, not when anybody else is ready. It's a lot of hurt there. Look at how he's been treating Danny since the divorce, since he's been with Haley. He's been nothing but nasty to Danny, being totally rude, being, just reckless. Like, this is not how you treat the woman that you were married to for 30 damn years. So all his actions towards Danny, that's not going to make the kids want to be around him. You know what I mean? It's just not. Like, Bill need to figure that out and get that right. Can he? I don't know. Like, as long as Haley is around, that's going to be a problem. That is definitely going to be a problem, because Haley need to mind her business and go sit down somewhere. Speaking of Haley, she ain't nothing but a damn social climber. Like, that's all she worried about is being a part of friend groups. And, and you could tell how thirsty and low she is to sit there and talk to Derek, of all people. Like, really? You tried to talk to Derek about the friend group and stuff like that? Girl, you done sunk to a new low. I'm like, Haley, go on about your life, please and thank you. And I'm glad Derek, he was honest with her. Like, Derek was like, listen, the door may be closed on your friendship with Naomi, but here's the kicker. Go get you some new friends. I'm like, right? Like, move on. Like, why you want to be in these people's life so bad? And think that they're supposed to just forgive you just because you give out some little half-ass apologies. Move on. Go find different friends. Like, they're never probably going to like you. Nobody in Fairmont Crest is ever probably going to accept her, and she needs to come to terms with that. Like, you're not going to be a part of that clique. You may never be a part of that clique. You need to find a way to be okay with that and move the hell on with your life. Like, seriously, why would you even want to be friends with them at this point? Why would you want to be friends with anybody at the country club or play pickleball or whatever the hell y'all play over there? Why would you want to play with any of them snooty bitches, as you call them? What would you want to play with them for? They don't like you. And if they did tolerate you, it's only because of Bill. That would be the only reason. So that's not a genuine friendship. You would have to question that every single time you're around them. So why do it? Go try to find you some genuine friends. If you that bored for friends, like you really need some damn friends, go do that. Like, it's just ridiculous at this point. Like, she really need to go sit down. Um, moving on from that, I'm glad that Chelsea's gonna do one final show, at least for her mother. You know what I mean? Because Danny was having the hardest of times trying to find a replacement for her, which is not easy. Um, like, it's not easy to replace Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Especially at the last minute. But at the same time, I'm glad Chelsea decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this final show on the condition that she can, wear her handbag, her new bag and stuff like that. So that way she can, promote her new line while doing the fashion show. That's smart. You know what I'm saying? That's free publicity for her new company. That's smart. That was a brilliant idea. And you know what? Danny wasn't mad at it because Danny, she figured that, she was trying to find out why Chelsea changed her mind. And that's why. It's called free publicity. That's a good marketing tool. Basically, use your mother. Use your mama. Use the charity. Do what you got to do. And, Danny realized this. She was like, oh, so you trying to use me and the charity to get your bag off the ground. She was like, I ain't even mad at it. Because you can't be. Like, you can't be, and besides that, Danny kind of desperate, so she gonna take it. And it's sad that a lot of people in the family have to, pay close attention to Danny, the way that they do. They're trying to support her, but Danny really do need to go to therapy. Like, I feel like she can benefit from that. Because after everything that she went through with this divorce, and obviously she has developed a bit of a drinking issue, she need to go get her mind right, so that way she could start the process of healing and start moving on from Bill little raggedy tail self. That's what she need to start doing. I really hope that she comes out on there's light at the end of the tunnel for her, basically. She can come out of this all right, move forward, hopefully. Moving on from that, we see a lot of Kat and Andre with Ted and Nicole, but why we don't ever see Martin really with them? Like, Martin barely be around them. And I don't even think he ever shares a scene with his father, which is weird. Like, it's very weird. Because you wouldn't think Martin was even Ted and Nicole's son sometimes, because he's never around them. You see Kat and Andre with them more than you see Martin. That's crazy to me. But I love how, Kat is, willing to help her dad with the technology and stuff, because I'm like, now, Thaddeus, you are not that old to not know how to work that tablet. Come on now, Theodore. You know how to work that tablet. Because he was like, oh, I'm still on the admin page. I don't even know how to get to my calendar. I said, Ted, you ain't that damn old now. He talking like he's 70 and don't know how to work technology. You better go on somewhere. You know how to work that. You ain't old. You was not a geezer. You better stop that foolishness. And he's sitting over there thinking about Leslie and stuff like that, and having to pay her $50K. Sir, run her money. You got two options: tell your wife or run that girl her money. But I feel like even if he gave her the money, she's still gonna drop dime on him. So you might as well just tell Nicole and save yourself $50,000. I'm just saying. That's why I said you can't mess around with somebody like Leslie, because they have nothing to lose. Like, a person like that ain't got nothing to lose. You get him all the money in the world, they still gonna blow your spot up. So he might as well just blow his own spot up at this point. Nicole is a damn good friend. I will give her that. Nicole is a really good friend, because once she found out about Joey's mother dying a year ago, she immediately got on that phone and started calling Vanessa, trying to get a hold of her. And when she couldn't get a hold of her, she said, nope, let me get my purse. She grabbed her bag instantly and was like, I gotta go find her. That's a ride or die right there. That's a real friend, because she didn't hesitate to go try to protect her friend. I respect it. Vanessa is really acting like a dumb blonde. Like, she talking about, oh, my radar can't be that off about people. Ma'am, it's very much off. Hell, it ain't even off. It's broken. It's out of service, because you don't know how to read people. And I feel like Vanessa's playing a very dangerous game. And I'm glad Nicole found her and told her about it. But Vanessa just, oof. She playing with fire. And not even just with Joey. You playing with fire with Diego, too. Because something is off on him, too. It ain't even just his jealousy. It's like he want a whole commitment from her. I'm like, sir, this woman is married. You are dick. Like, I don't know how many times I gotta say this. That man need to learn how to play his role. You are sex. That's all you are for her. She done made that abundantly clear, and he's still acting like some little jealous ex-boyfriend or something, and you were never an ex. Like, you was and never was. Like, go sit down with that. Go sit down. And the way he was like, oh, meet me in our closet in 5 minutes. The way she ran after him, I can't help but love Vanessa crazy tail self. She crazy, and you can't help but love her though. She wild. Like the way she ran after him, I can't be mad at her. She said, nah, he might be a little nuts, but I still like it. I said, all right, Vanessa, do you? Um, but yeah, she playing the game because I feel like Diego might snap one day. Ain't no telling with him. And then when she sat down with Joey and his reasoning for lying to her about his mother dying was so stupid. He talking about, oh, I felt embarrassed. I felt weak, you know, because you're looking for this house for an older person. I just couldn't admit that to you. You know, my mom died for vanity purposes and stuff. And I feel like I'm getting old and my mortality. I'm like, are you buying this, Vanessa? And she bought it hook, line, and sinker. I said, ma'am, get up and walk away from him. Talking about, oh, just promise me no more lies. Get your tail up and go, please. But she liked this type of mess because she's bored in her marriage. She hasn't, I feel like people like Joey and Diego give her a rush. You know what I'm saying? They give her that rush that she probably hasn't felt in a long time. She felt stifled in her marriage, and they give her something to look forward to. She likes the danger. She likes all of this, playing with fire. And if you like it, I love it. But her and her husband, listen, they gonna learn the hard way about dealing with folks like this. You're gonna learn the hard way, lady. I'm telling you. And at this point, I know Nicole want to be a good friend to her, but if I was Nicole, I would keep my mouth shut after this. Because who lies about something like this? Like, this man literally lied about his mama being alive. Like, who plays like that? Like, come on now. They ain't, no. And Vanessa still want to rock with him. You deserve whatever you get from him. All that hell he about to bring up in your life, you earned it. You earned it. Moving on from that, Andre doing these interviews at the hospital. Listen, Shanice was ready. Like, Shanice was like, primping and all this, like, oh, getting ready for the interview. Them nurses were flirting with Andre, and I can't be mad at it. They definitely was giving off seduction. Andre could tell. He was like, oh, okay. I was like, you better go get you some of that, because them nurses was cute. They definitely look good. I'm just saying. But when Shanice was sitting down and stuff, I can't blame Shanice for being nervous. You know what I'm saying? If you've never been in front of a camera and you're doing a documentary that's going to be seen by a lot of people, it is nerve-wracking. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've never done anything like that. So I get why she was nervous. But what annoyed me was Shanice was sitting there talking up Ashley. I said, oh no, Shanice, you should have made this interview about you and the nurses, which I see every day, which I deal with every day. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have been bringing up no Ashley, but I see what she was trying to do. But I love how Andre gave Shanice her flowers, because he said when you think about the heartbeat of the hospital, he was like, it's you. He was giving Shanice and the nurses they flowers because they are they're the DNA of the hospital, basically. The nurses definitely play a vital role, because without nurses, doctors ain't, going to really be able to do what they do. Nurses really are the backbone of a hospital, of the medical field. They definitely are, and they need their flowers. Of course, when Ashley was sitting down and stuff doing her little interview, they keep bringing up this elevator baby nonsense. I'm like, here y'all go. And then Derek showed up. He was like a bumbling idiot. Don't even know his name. So Andre was, he told Ashley to get on up in there with him, make him more comfortable and stuff like that. And of course, they start talking about him helping, the cat, saving a cat. I'm like, sir, you've been a firefighter for how long? That's all you can tell is a cat story. Get it together. This whole documentary look like it's gonna be a mess. Andre need to get that documentary together. Like, some of these people just stumbling and bumbling. I'm like, y'all gonna have to do several takes. Y'all gonna have to come back for another interview, and we gonna have to get this right. Y'all not going home till we get this, together. This need to be professional. Y'all need to know what y'all gonna say. Speak from the heart. Get it right. I don't care if we gotta do 30 takes. Put on a pot of coffee. We're gonna be here all night because we gotta make this right. The hospital paying money for this. This costing money. Time is money. Let's go. Let's work. But I really wish Andre would let this Ashley obsession that he got go. I really do. Ashley ain't the one for him. And I seen the way Shanice was looking back and forth at Ashley and Andre. She already know what time it is. She know they gonna link up. She know. Shanice been calling it. But I just don't see it. Like, them sleeping together, I could possibly see. But them dating like a couple, I just don't see how that's gonna work. I don't see it. I'm like, not those two. They ain't got no chemistry. No romantic chemistry whatsoever. But that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comments, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.